Hello and welcome back. If you have not seen me before, my name is Sarah and I am just going to jump straight into this video because I feel like it's going to take me years because I am doing a Q&A, and basically I just asked people on Instagram for questions and they sent me questions, and I feel like I'm really about to expose myself because I've read some of the questions. Bit, intrusive. They're not intrusive. Anyways, so I have them all here and I'm just gonna pick them and answer them, which is kind of stressful. There's some random ones, but also sorry if I look a bit ratchet. I got 1 hour sleep last night. My sleeping schedules are just all over the place. I don't know what's wrong with me. I fell asleep at 9 a.m. this morning. I was up all night watching, I don't know, random YouTube videos. But yeah, I'm living on like 1 hour sleep and a 2 hour nap that I had yesterday, so apologies for my appearance. We're just gonna start. I'm scared. Right, I'm just gonna start with some random ones. How do you edit your videos? So I literally just edit my video. I have a MacBook, yeah, and I just edit my videos on iMovie on that. So I just send them onto my laptop and then edit them on iMovie. It's so handy, you can do so much on it. Someone asked what are your goals, and I'm assuming that means for like this year. I wrote down a few things. Like, I obviously want to keep doing YouTube and I want to like start like working out properly and getting fit. And yeah, I don't really have like set goals, but like I make like goals for myself throughout the year. Like I like decide on what I want to do and then I'll just like try and do it, you know what I mean? I don't have like a set plan of, you know, what I want to do. Any piercings? Yes, I have 3, 4, 5, 6 piercings. They're all in my ears. I have 2 on this side and I have 4 on this side. That's it. Right, so there's a lot of boy questions and like relationship questions and stuff, so I think I'm just gonna go through them all together because yeah. Some said am I single? I am and have been for the 21 years of my life. Yes, I've never had a boyfriend. I'm gonna talk about it because no, I've been in like situationships, is that what you call them, where I've been like with boys but like nothing's ever come out of it. It's like being on the talking stage basically. Have you ever been ghosted? God, I am about to expose myself. So I've been ghosted, I would say twice. Oh god, the first time was when I was in first year in Maynooth, and I was like with this boy and he was literally like the first boy that I'd ever like properly been with, and we were just like, he was just like coming to my house, we were like getting food, like all that sort of thing, like for a couple of months. I think maybe it was 1 month, I have no idea. And then all of a sudden he just kind of oh my god, he just kind of stopped replying to my texts. And I was like, oh, like I'd ask him to come over and he'd be like, oh no, and I'd be like, oh, excuse me, what's happening here? And then we just stopped talking and I saw him on a night out and he ignored me and I was like, oh shit, that's really awkward. I was very emotional, but like I think it was because he was like the first boy that I was with. But it's funny looking back on it, and honestly I don't blame him. I was a weirdo in first year in college. Like I did not know what I was doing. I was like, I don't know, he was probably like, I thought I was a psychopath or something. So whatever, it's all behind us now. I have no hard feelings against him, not that I should, but yeah. And then the second time, so this was in second year in college, and basically was seeing this boy, and well, kind of, I don't really know what you would call texting, talking to, I don't know, and like went to see him and stuff like that. And then after I went to see him, god, I feel like I'm exposing my life. After I went to see him, he just kind of like stopped kind of texting me as much, and I was like, oh, this is really weird. And then he I noticed that we weren't really talking as much and he kept like leaving me an open and stuff, so I sent him a little blue text and was like, you know, on Snapchat, like I was like, so like I was like, are we stopping talking or like what's going on here? I know, ballsy of me, I probably should have just let it slide. The boy responds with a emoji. When I tell you, my face, I was like, excuse me now, sir. I was like, excuse me. So I just left that unopened. Why do I feel like I'm talking to my friends here, telling them my whole life story? But yeah, that one was a bit rough now. Like I think Like, I just feel like if you're gonna end something with someone, don't reply with an emoji like that. Just be like, oh, I just didn't feel like we got on that well, you know. Whatever, but that's behind us as well. He can do whatever he fucking wants. Both of those boys that I just spoke about follow me on Instagram and will see that I'm posting this video, so hopefully they don't watch it. Sorry if you are watching and I just exposed you, but whatever, no hard feelings, kind of. Oh god, I'm so salty. You into gal lads or something else? Excuse me? Probably every boy that I've been with in the past has been a gal lad. Oopsies. So I would say I am into them, but like, nothing against anyone that's not a gal lad, you know what I mean? I just seem to gravitate towards those lovely people. How does someone take you on a date? Well, mister, we are actually in a pandemic, so you will not be taking me on a date anywhere, but each to their own, you know. What are you looking for in a boyfriend? I actually don't know. Someone who likes me. Haha. Body count. Moving on. Biggest turn-offs. Oh my goodness. Right, okay. Biggest turn-off. This is actually a good one. I would say the biggest turn-off for me would be like a boy that, like, if he like didn't want to be seen with you. Ooh, like, I hate that. I remember I was with this one boy. God, I really am exposing myself, telling my life story. But I was with this one boy and I was like in his house and I was leaving to walk to college and he also had to go to college. And he basically made me like leave. Oh my god, I feel so exposed. He basically made me leave his house before him and then he left like after me with his friends. And I just like walked along. That's so embarrassing for him, kind of, because like that's so childish. So I just walked to college by myself and he was like a few footsteps behind and I was like, you're a freak. No, I didn't say that. I also actually stayed like seeing him, which is so stupid, like big red flag, but anywho, whatever. So yeah, that's definitely a big turn off because like words. I think that's just so like horrible and childish and immature. So yeah, what gives me the ick? I was actually talking about this with my friends in work and they were all had like, I'm not joking, lists of things that gave them the ick, and I was standing there like, I don't know what gives me the ick because I don't think I've ever got the ick before. But I did think of one thing because I saw this question and I was like, I don't get the ick. So, but then I remembered one thing. I hate, oh my god, like boys' soccer shorts. Those long down to the knee soccer shorts, no, I can't. They just look so horrible. Or like basketball shorts, either or, not good. Put on a pair of nice gas shorts, nice length, fit, everything. Soccer shorts, no, not good. I don't like them at all. That gives me the ick. God bless. Worst boy story. God, I have so many. Oh, I'll tell you. Oh god, I'm exposing myself. This is actually the same boy that made me walk by myself. So another red flag, which I continue to then keep seeing him. I don't know what was going on in my brain, but basically we were like seeing each other, had a fight I think or something, so we like split up. We weren't together but we split up, and then I don't know if we were texting or not, but anyways, went on a night out and I walked in, his friends were all there and I was talking to his friends because I was friends with his friends, and he like came over and was like not talking to me and I was like, hello. I was like, are you just gonna ignore me and not talk about like that fight? And then, so then we went and talked about it, actually sorted it out and everything was fine. And he was like, all right, I'm going to have a bit of a boys' night. I was like, yeah, no bother. Like, I was like, I'm going to go off with the girls anyways. And he was like, I'll see you like later and we can talk, la-di-dee, la-di-do. Everything was grand. I was like, okay, we're back, like, you know, fine, together-ish, blah-di-blah. I was dancing on the dance floor, minding my own business. His group happened to be there as well. I was like, grand. I turn around, he's kissing a girl. I was like, oh, excuse me, hello. And all his friends just looked at me and were like, oh. And I was like, hello. Yeah, he stopped kissing her and looked at me and then they all just ran away. And I was I think I started crying because like I was highly emotional and I was just on the dance floor dancing and crying. It was terrible. It was terrible. I can't believe I'm exposing myself like this. But the cheek of him. And then I was talking to him later. I was like, how dare you? How dare you? And he was like, I don't remember what I did. I don't remember. And I was like, yeah, you effing do. And then I continue to still see him after that because I'm mentally unstable. That boy also follows me on Instagram and is going to see that this video is going up, so that's also really fun. So sorry if I'm exposing you. What are you looking for in a boy? Basically the opposite of everything that I just said. You know, like wants to be seen with you, like wants to spend time with you, isn't going to kiss girls in front of you or behind your back. Neither of those things. Just someone that I get on with, like really, like that makes me laugh. Is sarcastic. I love a bit of sarcasm. Yeah, nothing crazy. I'm not asking for much. My DMs are always open. So back to normal questions. Where did I get my waiver that I used last week? I got it, well, it's from Beauty Works. It's like the original waiver, but my mom got it for me for Christmas. And my mom loves to do a bit of shopping local, so she did get it on a like pharmacy website from Ireland. Best and worst thing about going to college in Maynooth. To be honest, the best and worst thing could be the same thing, because Maynooth is such a small area because you get to know like everyone so well. But that can also be a bad thing because then everyone finds out about everything and everyone knows your business, and it's like as if you're in secondary school, but like not as bad. What made you set up a YouTube? I kind of talked about this in my first video, that I've watched YouTube since I was like way younger, and I used to like when I was like 12 like try and make my own YouTube videos of me doing loom bands, and I just talk for Ireland, so I just love talking to the camera and just like blabbering away, getting my thoughts out. And then when like lockdown came, I was like, right, I'm not going out anywhere, I'm not doing anything, I have nothing to do to fill my day, so I was like, why not start it? I feel like people have gotten a lot less judgmental about stuff like this, like about like bloggers and like influencers and YouTubers and stuff like that, so I thought it was like a good time to start it. And yeah, everyone's been very supportive, so it's great. Someone asked, how do I get my tan to last longer? All my friends are gonna laugh at me trying to give tanning tips, because I have had some questionable tanning moments, but I have gotten so much better at my tan. So basically what tan I use is the Sosumi Bahama Body, and how I do my tan is I shower, exfoliate everything, all like my tan off that I have like left over, and then I'll like wait a while, and then when before I go to bed, I'll put on a layer of probably ultra dark and bake in that overnight. And then a lot of people wash their tan off the next day because they don't like the smell, etc., but like I feel like this tan does not smell, so I don't wash it off the next day. And then obviously that's the day where I want the tan for something in particular, and then I'll probably leave it that night again, and then the next day I'll wash it off, and then that night then I'll apply this Dove, like it's like a self tan lotion, so it's like a body moisturizer with gradual tanner in it, so like it just keeps your tan looking so like nice and fresh. That is how I get my tan to last like so long. It's so good. I would highly recommend. A girl I know said, can't think of anything but want to participate. Thank you for the input. What's the best game of Ga you've ever had? Bit of a random one. It was probably in, I think it was TY or 5th year, and I was like, when I was in TY in 5th year, like I wasn't drinking, wasn't going out, like nothing like that, so I was very like fit. I was probably like the fittest I've ever been, and I think I was vice captain of like the junior team or something like that, and we were playing a junior match, and I was like in midfield, and I was just like running up and down the pitch. Sorry, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn or anything, but like I was like up and down that pitch like nothing else, and I just remember feeling like so like proud of myself. I don't know, but I've gone downhill since then. So if you cheated on your partner with their parents, would you tell them? That sounds like a you problem. Please, I hope that's not real. Sir, you need to get yourself checked out if that is real. What does your Spotify consist of? Oh please. No, I am not a person for music taste. Oh my god, I literally bought Spotify Premium for Christmas last year. Like one of my friends was like, please Sarah, please buy it, like what are you doing? Every time I play music the ads would come on and she'd be like, excuse me. But no, I generally listen to like my friends' playlists because their music taste is much better than mine, and I just have one playlist for my car that I listen to on repeat. Do you like boys with tattoos on their legs? This is from one of my friends. Yes, I do. There's this boy on TikTok, I'll put his video in here, that I'm obsessed with. Like his legs are just phenomenal, and the tattoos, and even the fact it's just on one leg, it just gets me. Like they're so nice. So if you have a one-legged tattoo, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you know what I mean, hit me up, because phenomenal. What inspired you to get your tattoos? Very fitting. I have 2 tattoos, one on my ribs here and one on my ribs here. I'll try to show you. So this one here says Que Sera Sera, and this one here is just like a heart. Don't know if you can see that. Basically the heart is like a primary school thing. I always used to doodle like little hearts. Don't know, bit random. Que sera sera is what will be, because I am a huge believer in fate and like what's for you won't pass you, so that is the reason I got that one. Would you like to become an influencer? I would love to be an influencer. I think influencers are so interesting, like I don't know, like, and everything like that, and I love what they do. I would love to do that. I'd love to show off like my fashion, like hair, makeup, all that stuff, but I don't know if I'm interesting enough. I don't know, watch this space, we'll see. Like there's a few girls from like my town and that I know of that are kind of like starting to be like influencers and bloggers, and their pages are unreal. Like they're doing so well. So yeah, maybe I will become one one day, we'll see. If you could swap lives with anyone for a day, who would it be and why? Molly May, simply living the life. Oh my goodness, absolutely would love to be in her life for a day just to see what it's like. Do you know what I mean? She just seems to be living the dream. But she does get like an awful lot of hate, which is so horrible. Like imagine waking up and choosing like violence and going after these people for like just living their lives. Like who wakes up and is like, okay, I'm going to comment on this person's Instagram because like I want to body shame them, or like I want to like give out to them about what they're doing with their lives. Like who are we to judge? I don't know. Some people just baffle me. Like why? What is the reason? What was the reason? What was the reason? Why are you doing that? Like I just think it's baffling. Silly people don't do that. Like silly. What advice would you give someone wanting to put themselves out there? So I think like anyone who wants to put themselves out there and is like afraid to do it, it's because like they're thinking about what other people would think, which is completely understandable. Like I feel like that is a lot of people. But to be honest, like you just need to forget about what other people are going to think or say, because realistically if anyone's going to say anything, it's going to be behind your back. Like people talk, it might happen, but they're going to do it behind your back, so you're not going to hear about it, so it's not going to affect you. Like it doesn't matter what they're talking about, it's not going to affect you. And even if they do say to your face, like if they're so concerned with your life, they're obviously unhappy in their own life, so that is the reason they're saying it to you. But yeah, like honestly, if someone is so concerned, they're obviously watching or what you're doing, blah blah blah. Like if you're doing blogging, if you're doing YouTube, if you're doing Instagram, whatever, they're obviously looking at it if they're going to talk about it, so they're just contributing to the fame. Like I wouldn't care less, like, do you know what I mean? And they're obviously just jealous. That's my opinion. I think if someone's so concerned with your life, they're just jealous of what you're doing. So yeah, I'd say just don't care what they think, because their opinion, if that's their small mindset, their opinion does not matter. One of my friends, time you got blackout drunk. So it was one of my friends' 18th, and I had just come back from my holiday, and in the duty free on the way home I saw this vodka and it was Smirnoff, but it was blue, and I was like, oh, what's that? 50% alcohol content. And I was like, oh my god, that's so handy, I'll just get that and I can drink less and still get as drunk, because I don't particularly like the taste of vodka. Bad idea. So bought this litre of vodka. I was 18, by the way, you know, all legal. And first night out back, friend's 18th. So had a few drinks here, and then I decided to take the whole litre of vodka to my friend's house. Not the brightest idea I've ever had. Was drinking it like it was normal vodka, and got to the nightclub and straight to the bathroom. I wasn't even getting sick. I'm gonna put in a video of me here that my friend took. Like I wasn't even getting sick. I was just sitting on the floor like, no, I can't do it. Friends had to call my mom. She had to bring me home. It was eventful. It really was. So I would not recommend the 50% vodka. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, so the last one I'm going to do is regrets you have in life. I don't really like to regret things, because I feel like you think about things more if you regret them rather than just like leaving them in the past. So I'm not trying to sound like a preacher or something, I don't know, but I don't regret a lot of things. But yes, I'm gonna go now because I've been rambling on for so long and I'm so tired. The bags under my eyes are just getting heavier from that 2-hour nap and 1 hour sleep that I had. So I'm gonna go now and take a nap. And yes, I hope you enjoyed this and maybe got some advice out of it, I don't know. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.